I'm Johnny Prouty.
And I'm Kristen Frasco.
And this is Hoofbeat News. Today is Monday, November 8th, 2021, and we're back with another episode of Hoofbeat for you.
Up first is Johnny's story about our fall play, Peter and the Starcatcher.
Peter and the Starcatcher is the fall play and the prequel to Peter Pan. It describes how all the characters came to be who they were in Peter Pan. It shows how Peter came from an orphan to the most celebrated hero, how the ruthless Blackstache became the funny, infamous Captain Hook, and many other parts in Peter Pan.
My name is Maxwell Grunemeyer. I play Captain Blackstache in the upcoming play Peter and the Starcatcher.
Hi, I'm Caleb Sigling. I'm a junior at FMHS, and I play Peter. Well, before he became the hero. My character is basically a nobody. He gets angry, but in this play you get to see the progression from this nobody to this amazing hero that everyone knows and loves.
Something I really enjoyed about the show is the characters. They're open, they're exuberant, they're loud. Especially mine. Mine is very loud.
Run up the Jolly Roger!
My favorite part of the play is all that is involved. Like, we do jumps, we have people on each other's backs, we even have flowing water in this play. It is just amazing to watch, and it's one of my favorite things to do in this play.
You can come watch it the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th of November, each night at 7.
Up next is Uriah's story on the secondhand shop, Always Pickin.
Hi, my name is Amber Alway. Myself and my husband, Matt Alway, own Always Pickin. So we're excited for you to come on in and take a look around. People would want to shop here because it's cool. I mean, we've got vintage, we've got nostalgia, we have comic books, got a big row of comics on this side. We're double-sided here and all the rows down that table. So I mean, we have a great collection of comic books. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, so I mean, come take a look. So gaming is a huge part of our business. As you can see, we have rows and rows of games. So if you're not wanting to pay, $60 or more new, and you just kind of want to have a bunch of games in your collection or older games that you can't find anymore, hey, this is the place. Carry movies. We even have Funko Pop. A large collection of albums. Anything from children's albums to blues, jazz, R&B, and soul, pop, country, and rock. Probably over 750 sports cards. So we do carry all kinds of jewelry, whether it be costume jewelry that's a little bit more inexpensive if you're just looking to dress up for the day or the night, or we have more expensive jewelry, which is your silver and your gold. I also wanted to show you, especially for you school kids, we carry vintage cameras, which would probably work perfect in photography class for some of you. We have a whole bunch of different ones to a different selection of those. So, and we also have different zoom lenses and things like that. So I am starting to get some of our Christmas things out on the floor for decorating and getting ready for that holiday. We have vintage signing, which is kind of the old tin signs. You don't see those too often anymore. They're kind of cool to decorate, Lots of pictures and paintings that we keep up on the wall all the time. And then we always carry some pieces of vintage and this is more of your antique furniture here. And then we even have antique stuff that people probably have never seen before. So this is like one of the first Victor talking machines, and you used to just wind them up and then you would put the needle right down on it. So it doesn't sound the same. It's a little, you know, twangy, but that's what they all started out with before the 78s. And then that's about our store. So you guys will have to come in and take a peek.
Thanks, Uriah.
Commit to Quit is a program about drug addictions and getting over them for teens, and Brock has our story on it.
Can you give a brief description of the club and its goals?
Yeah, so we really want to bring awareness to the dangers of vaping, smoking, the tobacco products. So really our goal is to get into like middle school, the high school, the elementary schools, and really just educate people on like the dangers, what it has in them, just like let people know like what could potentially happen.
So Commit to Quit is a student-run group that we are putting together so that we can educate students, younger kids, the community, parents, about the dangers of smoking and vaping. The goal is to just basically get that education out there and hopefully decrease the amount of students that decide that they want to vape or smoke, or at least, you know, let them make good decisions or informed decisions.
What are some reasons that students should join the club in the first place?
So some reasons to join would be like, honestly, just to educate yourself a little bit more, or to educate your parents a little bit more. I know we get a lot of the times where parents are like, wow, my kid's doing this? I've never even, you know, like
Right.
I don't even know what this is, because it's such a small device that it fits in their hand. So that's could be another reason to join, is to really just educate your parents, educate yourself, and really just educate those little people that are like coming into middle school, and middle
Right.
school is where we're starting to see
That
a
are getting
lot.
like exposed to it. and
Yeah,
all.
so we're
Okay.
seeing a lot of that exposure hitting in middle school. So really we are just trying to get into the middle school. Hopefully this year we're hoping to reach the elementary students as well, to educate them before they hit that middle school and they know what the device looks like, and so they're not addicted.
My hope is that we grow, that we get a good group of kids that want to come in and be committed to providing education, and just kind of to grow that each year. Right now we only have a couple of members, and so my goal is that we get a good group that wants to come in and do it each year and then grow, and then as like the freshmen start coming in, we get younger kids that are coming in and interested as well.
When does your club meet, and how often do you guys get together?
So right now we're meeting on Wednesdays after school, because it's early release, so we're sticking to that like 1:20, 1:30 time, and we meet for a couple hours just so we know like, okay, is there an event that we could set up a booth at? What do we need to do before we get into schools? What presentation are we gonna use? You know, like things like that. So right now we're meeting on Wednesdays after school.
And if students were interested in joining the club, where could they go to get some information on it?
So I actually have an application downstairs in the counseling office. So if they're interested, they could pick up that application. They do have to have their signature, a parent signature, and then an admin signature. The reason we added the admin signature is because if you have bad grades or you're in multiple different things that's already pulling you out of school, out of classes, we want to make sure that admin knows who's getting pulled out of class, what time they're getting pulled out of class, and what they're getting pulled out of class for.
Is there anything else that you two would like to say for the broadcast, or any additional things here?
I think one thing that we can mention is that we are working with the health department, and they are offering like a a monetary, like a stipend or like a little bit of a payment for being a youth counselor. It's like, what is it, $150 every 3 months?
$150 every 3 months.
And then there's also gift cards and opportunity there to earn a little bit of extra money.
That's all we have the time for this episode.
If you have any ideas for a story, contact us on social media.
From all of us at Hoofbeat, have a great week, FMHS.